but to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life. Now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Girl Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about Steam and its recent inclusion of paid mod content. This is something that's really close to my heart, because as many of you know, I'm a modder myself. I'm one of the project leads for Star Trek Armada 3. And I feel very strongly about mods. Modding content is all over my channel. It's chiefly what I do. And I've got to say, I've got some really mixed feelings about this. My own personal belief is that mods, modding and modders, this is all done voluntarily in our free time. We love what we do, we have a passion for what we do. And I do understand that some mod authors may want to receive some kind of financial recompense for the time and the effort and the love that they put into their mods. But is paid mod content on Steam really the way to go forward? This is charging for a service rather than asking people to help them. And I think there's a very clear, real definition between those two things. As a modder, if I was making a project that was capable of receiving any financial aid, I might ask for donations, and I would fully support any modder that is making incredible, fantastic work to ask for some donations from the community. We all have very strong communities in the modding world. God knows Star Trek Armada 3 has one of the best communities that I've seen. And there are a great deal of other mods out there. There are Fallout New Vegas mods, Skyrim mods that have got massive followings of people who want to help keep this content being generated and keep it coming out. But as a player of mods, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like you should be charged for the privilege of playing a mod? I've got to say no. Absolutely not. I mean, one thing that I would feel personally as a modder is... Now, of course, there are some connotations with regards to Star Trek Armada 3. We couldn't charge for it anyway, even should we want to, by virtue of the fact that it is owned by Paramount Pictures or CBS, depending on what you want to decide that it's owned by. There are some real copyright connotations for a lot of mod works out there. If you look at other Sins mods, we have several Star Wars mods. There is a Stargate mod. Babylon 5, Battlestar Galactica, these are all owned franchises, and I've got the suspicion that if any of these mods did attempt to charge for their work, that would land them in some really hot water financially with the respective owners of the intellectual property. That's going to be a massive issue, and I think Steam hasn't fully considered that. In addition to that, there are so many other connotations. Do you really want, as a modder, to be charging for something that somebody has technically already bought? Generally speaking, this isn't always the case, I should say. There are various Free Space 2 mods, because that is now open source, that you don't require the base game to play because they actually have an inbuilt executable. However, most mods, they use the base game, so you've already paid once for your content. You've said, okay, I want this game. A lot of people I know have bought games just so they can play mods. You're paying twice. You shouldn't have to pay twice. This is limited at the moment. To a few Skyrim mods. This hasn't gone full scale, but it might do. Do you want to be paying for your New Vegas mods that you've been enjoying for so long? Do you want to be paying for so many other types of mods? I mean, think of Space Engineers. Space Engineers is massive. It has such a massive modding community that has built the game up into so much more than it might have been without them. There's inbuilt modding support for other games. Star Drive 2 has recently come out with full modding support. Homeworld Remastered Edition, full modding support. And are people going to start charging for these mods? If you are a modder and you are listening to me, please give me your opinion on this. Do you think that you should be allowed to charge for your mod? Or do you feel the same way that I do, that our mods they're built for love? They are built because we have a passion for what we do, and the only way that we should ever receive any financial recompense for these works is by voluntary donations. What we do should always be free to the people. That's why we built them. We built them for you. and not because we want some kind of financial gain out of it. This is something really, really close to my heart, and thank you so much for listening to me today, everyone. Just have a little rant about that. If you've enjoyed what you've heard today, please let me know. Please comment on your thoughts on this below. I will, of course, be linking a petition to stop the paid content on Steam below in the description. And I urge any of you that feel the same way that I do to just sign that petition. This is a really big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching today. This is Goldacat, out.